Hello, YouTube. Welcome back into some Let's Play Civilization 6. We're dealing with a lot of barb problems, turns out. But let's get our army healed up and look to declare war real quick here. Going to need some more melee units for sure. Have a couple swordsmen. Nothing particularly impressive, and we're almost at man-at-arms, so we can make some of those too. We've got really good strategic generation. I should probably sell some things, yeah. Probably this looks good. And then I don't even mind selling some strategics. Yeah, specifically if we're going to get some... That's a really good deal for 20 iron. I kind of want to look at selling some horses too, even though we want them. Sell half our horses. This seems okay. Horse morale's high coming out of that barb scuffle. Yeah, for sure. For sure. This helps with our gold situation a lot. And frankly, you know what? Maybe we don't sell all of this to him, but we're about to declare war. And I wouldn't mind picking up some extra gold from him. I don't care if he has that or not, even for emergencies and stuff. Eventually we're gonna need other districts, obviously. Government Plaza on the priority list. Getting our first campus, getting a commercial hub. We have Penbrush. Penbrush for a little extra. Culture, which makes sense. We're on our way to mercenaries. We can upgrade some stuff. Where are we headed in the tech tree? Apprenticeship does make sense, and then maybe Keshigs. Warlord's Throne is certainly important, and I'd like to get it. We'd also like things like Terracotta. I'd like to get our commercial hub. I'd frankly like some more builders here. I think I'm going to sneak out a quick sword so that I can upgrade to 2 man-at-arms. And then probably get some more horses still. I suppose I could get horses for too cute. Just give me the sword. It should be fine. Should be fine. Don't need to be too cute. We do have a scout. Like Genghis maybe had the OG Warlord's Throne. Yeah, that's a fair point. That's certainly a fair point. There's some other cities that are worth getting in here somewhere. I'm gonna leave some barbarian defense. This has been a fun game. I can't believe I've lost cities to barbs. Hilarious. Sure. You know what? Let's turn these into man-at-arms. And then hopefully oh, no. I can get them back. I can get them back. Because I would like to skip the battering ram. Don't really want to keep selling my iron. I mean, we do want to sell some of this stuff. It'll make the wars at least more exciting, right? I don't think I care about the religion stuff. Oh, he backed off too. He saw all the horses and he's like, oh no, we're gonna die. All right, we start with a promo there as well. Let's get some of these horses moved up. Resource upgrades. Yeah, because next turn we can do that. So I can drop land surveyors. We can frankly drop this for now. This is a fair amount of gold per turn, and I think we're back to producing horses. So I don't really care about the resources on upgrade, but I do care about the professional army. So that's the one we should have in there. And then urban planning is fine for now. little scared of this. I want raid in as well, so we're going to have to think about that. One of the things about warring with Genghis Khan and all this light cavalry is you should be pillaging as much as possible. I don't really want to make friends with him. He's right next, right? I think I could friend Alex for a little bit if that comes up. So let's grab all those. And let's grab a faster policy switch and get back. And then next turn we're moving out. Okay. Which civ do I think is the hardest to take over? Honestly, Ethiopia is pretty tough. They're one of the tougher ones. Maya early, her archer's real good. There are a lot of good ones. There are a lot of really defensive civs out there. Pre-build some knights makes sense too. Like, not too many, but, like, maybe a few. Very true, Duncan, yeah. Not Vietnam. Yeah, maybe Vietnam. Gaul, tough, too. I mean, there are just a lot of tough civs out there. All right, let's see about selling some horses. That's not enough. Golden Age Mapuche. Yeah, that's true too. That's definitely one of the harder ones. We have an archer down here working on that. Getting a couple of these out. It's fine. All right. We're not denounced, so I guess we're just surprise warring.
Gather.
True, Fumbly, yeah. There's been a little bit of power creep, and I understand the complaints about that. I didn't mean to pillage the road. I meant to pillage the stupid religious unit. Whoops. Whoops. All right, raid in 2 turns, but I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that while we can. Good amount of gold. And then I want a COD back on our side. And we smack the, smack that. Again, I don't really care about his religion, but we're being annoying, which is fun. Yeah, and they're not friendly with us. What up, Carl? How you doing, bud? So, in terms of combat strength, we only have 6 from opponents' intel.
Would you be interested in a trade agreement with England?
I think we want to go towards printing to get our next level. So we'll go probably stirrups, castles, and then printing, something like that. Tom, thank you for the delegation, my friend. Appreciate it. I really did not mean to do that road. Hopefully our next chariot comes out in 1 turn. Barbarians. Lol. Not making a ton of progress here, but we also don't take a ton of damage. So I think it's fine. It's 2 turns on this. I want to time this out pretty perfectly, so I'm going to go 1 turn into this. Let's get this market. I do want to chop things. Builders. We need a lot of builders, frankly. Here's a builder. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's ever been the case, Blue Wings. I could be wrong. I could certainly be wrong. Yeah, we want to go to Alex now, or at least Ethiopia. Insta walls. Classic AI. Yo, Bonehog with 10 gifted subs. Hello, is it my birthday? Not for another month. Thank you so much. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, new friends. Appreciate that. Look at how fast those walls go down with a COD. Pretty great. Pretty great. I'd love the envoy, but I think I'm gonna go here. Get that trading post down. Thank you very, very much. All the gifted subs are amazing. That puts us over 500 sub points for the first time in a long time. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. All right, and then let's get our policy switches down. We do have a COD, so that is a fine attack. Bananin Kopi, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Man, there are pillageable things here. We're playing with fire with this scout. But if you can get a single pillage in, it might pay for itself. Even if we lose it. Alright, so policy switches. Don't need professional army at the moment. Conscription's good. I want to get maneuver out of here and get some more melee units down. I realize that we're like we've got incentives for cavalry, but we've got plenty of cavalry and can get more later. What do we want to put here? Honestly, like the general points make a lot of sense, although it's probably just raid. Yeah. That's so much faith. Kind of might as well take that. Kind of want to siege. Kind of want to pillage. I think I'll take the gold. I often don't like to pillage districts like that, but I think we'll make the exception. It's a fair amount of gold, especially with raid. Yeah. So much gold already. All right, let's turn that into something, yeah? I I could buy a settler. It's really not bad. I would like to buy builders, but maybe not without the policy in. You know. Yeah. But that's a lot of gold. We'll continue to spend that. I'm never founding a religion. I'm going to go pick up the envoy from theology. We're delaying our next government a little bit. Maybe I want to keep this as a faster policy switch, though. And not worry about builders for a second. Like, get this commercial hub down. Get more gold going. Oh, I was going to build some units, too. Yeah, that's what we should do. Yeah, let's get a couple man-at-arms down. Then we can switch out the production card. Thank you. Who knows? Who knows, man? Semantics. All right, one more attack there. Five turns on stirrups. Gonna keep all these cities. Obviously, this is a perfectly fine city. We pick up some pillage districts. I don't know who did that. Rude. I think buying the monument makes sense. It's culture. We need some culture. Wow. Picking up some encampments, honestly, is pretty decent for us. As I mentioned, I really don't want anyone else to be getting generals. We're not going to be able to prevent every single general from going, although this is to an unknown civ. But ideally, we prevent as many as possible. Oh, yeah. Profits are long gone. It's Deity. So no cheesy religion for us. We'll keep all these. I mean, again, I don't like that's not the perfect city, but it is a city. And so we're happy enough with it. Don't have aqueducts unlocked yet. I'm gonna buy the monument again. I'm not too worried about loyalty. We should be able to take over cities fairly quickly here. Really want to get some builders going. Or do I work on my next general? Medieval Renaissance. Pyramids is available. Do we get another late game pyramids like we did last game? That was pretty wild. I'd really like to get another district down. I mean, a commercial hub here is kind of fine. Override a hill for it is actually okay. No great spot for a campus. Technically there's okay. Maybe I'm going to grab a battering ram. Just in case we can't fight for a COD all game. And then we'll heal up. I want this gone because I want it to be a... oh, is it floodplains? Am I allowed to? I might not be allowed to. Government plaza in the cap does make sense, although our cap doesn't have great growth. Alex gets the Coliseum. Oh, rip a horse. These barbs have been, for usual, the hardest part of the game. Probably need to crank out a few more horses as well. But we're about to have some reinforcements in the knights. James Siv, welcome in. Holy cow, thank you so much. Thank you for the 300 bits, my friend. I appreciate it. Value for value. I didn't notice that this was a floodplains. I thought this was going to be an awesome Beatty. And it's not. And now I'm sad. And now I am sad. All right, where is... Wait. What did I do with the general? Oh, is in the cap. Okay, there we go. Let's just go ahead and take that. Can bring these up. A lot of faith. Some really nice Beatty spots that we're picking up too. Like, our economy's terrible, especially for turn 115. But I think we'll be well on our way here quickly to fixing it. So that's good. Hey, what's up, dorks? How you doing? Yeah, the crossbow here is a problem. Yeah, the forest fire here is kind of ridiculous. There's some interesting stuff going on up there for sure. Can use our archers to defend. This is a lot of damage. I've got a fresh man-at-arms coming. All right, Keshig's unlocked. Haven't seen any fun cavalry to steal quite yet, but maybe Alex or Ethiopia will have some for us. I'm not gonna sell this, even though we're barely. Excess grievances. Oh, these crossbows are scary. Getting to coursers is huge. How close are we to our next government? We're not too far. Thanks, James. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. It's weird to try to plot that out. I was originally very, very hopeful that I'd be able to do some tutorials for Civ 6 at some point. But admittedly, like, it's pretty late in the cycle to be doing tutorials, and so it's like I don't know what audience to play to if I were to make other videos like that. I think there might be more value in me doing stuff for the established Civ community rather than try to appeal to the broader new group, if that makes sense. Oh, I need iron. Nobody wants this. So I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what I should be doing, you know? Well, we've got all the rest of the year to figure it out, I suppose. These are the scariest part of the war. And we're looking at a dark age. Which I don't love. Third highest cheer. Thank you, Maestro. Thank you for the bit, my friend. I need to get this online. Or take this one over, I suppose. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and take some money. You know what? I don't know if I can keep waiting. Let me get a regular old builder and another node of iron online. I need it for our knights. You're all the highest cheers? Well, you're one of them. Alright, I would like fewer grievances. That's for dang sure. And then producing. No, I want to produce. I want cheaper stuff. Alright, that's all we've got. Good luck us. Cheaper on production, though. That's fine. So we take more grievances, but so be it. This. Hello, Mostern. How you doing? It's a pretty big hit. As a teacher on summer break, this is the best way to spend your mornings. I love that Fish Serve Fridays. I hope you're enjoying your summer break. They're well earned for teachers, let me tell you. You know. I don't have to tell you, you know. All right. I think a couple Keshiks makes sense. It probably, yeah, well, may not even pull us out of a dark age. But getting a couple Keshiks out makes sense. Do we want to do something else instead? Things I'm thinking about are just waiting and putting in the policy. Because we're not running a maneuver at the moment. Yeah, I mean, terracotta makes a lot of sense. I don't think I have time for it right now. I need to get some more units out. And it might be tough to hold everything in a dark age, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, seriously, thank you to all teachers out there. Like, we need them. We need them, and it's getting rough out there for teachers. Kind of has been for a while, I suppose. Ooh, Ethiopia and Alex fighting. That makes us happy. Go ahead and do that. Keshiks can also escort battering rams, which is quite nice, and I broke this road like an idiot. I need to get a builder to fix that. So, standard age at best here. Ooh. Gimme. I want your unique cavalry. Gimme, gimme. Come on. Bring it up here. Let me kill it. No, don't put it in the city center. Six more air score needed if we want to get a normal age. I think I like Aerostorm probably, although Incendiaries could be good. What do I want? So this is the Archer tree. I think I'm going that route. All right, that should help. I think we're still running the... no, we're not running the discount. I'll put that in a minute. So terracotta is tempting. But I think another couple Keshiks is fine. I don't need too many of them. Nice, Kit. Paititi spawn is always fun. Hey, Muffin, thank you for the 38 months.
This stopped for some reason, but so here it is again.
Well, I appreciate it.
Now to up it to tier 3 again.
You're amazing. Thank you, Muffin. I appreciate it. Even without the tier 3, you're just, I appreciate your consummate support. And thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Get that down. This going. There it is. Oh my gosh, he did it. He did it. The madman. Just a madman. Oh. Shoot. Can I take this turn? There we go. Now this is safe. Thank you very, very much. Now for the Twitch, bro. You're amazing, Muffin. Thank you for all the support, my friend. Those tier 3s are the best way of supporting a streamer, let me tell you. And you're amazing for upping yours. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very kindly. Okay. Trader makes sense. Barbs are still an issue, yeah. How about it? I'm not sure if I can capture the unique unit from the city center. We're going to find out in a second. I was thinking about that myself. I think I can, but I'm not totally sure. It's been a minute since I've played. I'm pretty sure you can as well. Hi, Chimera. How are you feeling today, friend? It's good to have you here. Hope all is well. There's the Muffin Twitch Prime. You're amazing. Thank you for the 17 months, Muffin. Welcome on back. The sub points are making me happy. Thank you, friends.
Ooh.
Thank you for all the support. It's awesome. It's awesome having you all here. I'm so lucky to have you all here. All right. It doesn't always capture. It's RNG. Okay. Heal. 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 Renaissance Industrial. I would like another general. The reason I don't have a government plaza at this point, mostly laziness and mostly like we've had some real bumps in the road that have prevented me from prioritizing it. The only thing we're really missing out on is Warlord's Throne, and that doesn't matter because we don't have that many cities at the moment. So while it does feel like a fairly glaring oversight, I actually don't think it's affecting the game all that much. But I've really felt behind and that I had to focus on all the units and things. Yeah, barbs are why we don't have it. Yeah, fair enough. How you doing, Hogue? Welcome in, everybody. So good to have you all here. It's good to see you. Sorry I was late today. Oh my. That's quite a forest fire. Holy cow. Wow. Wow. Okay. It's fine. I don't want to set the world on fire. Hashtag jungle, I guess. Yeah, no kidding, River. You weren't wrong. That's wild. So 5 turns, 2 era score to avoid a dark. Yeah, exactly. Monstered. Exactly. No. I will kill you. It's a very nice heal for us. Alright. There we go. Avoid the dark. Seems fine. I'd love to hit a golden here. I don't think 13 is doable because we could convert all this faith to a few builders and really fix up our empire pretty quickly. But I don't really see that happening. I'm not using the general for any of these attacks, which is silly. There are some wonders that we would very much like. Terracotta is up. As I said, we're just kind of in a spot where I've needed to prioritize units. Might be able to get it. Yeah, might, but it's pretty unlikely, I think. Hello. Welcome in. What did I just get? Oh. I got a good campus. Where did I get a good campus? Oh, this. Duh. Huh, I forgot I was building that. That gets us pretty close. 10 era score. 10 era score. I don't know that I can actually wipe him out. We're close. We're close. Yeah, building a boat gets us pretty close. Hi, Stinky Tommy. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, it's just these two. Three turns left. Because it's 5 for wiping him out, but then I need 5 more, and I don't know how to get that. Kumasi could be first time Sue's. I have to figure out how to get an envoy. Get a governor title, but the envoy is pretty far away. Can I speed this up at all? That's gonna get fixed. I can't really get culture. Oh man, we're close. Annoyingly close. I don't see it though. Yeah, we went from almost dark to almost golden. Yeah, pillage the holy site is could be a thing. We're real close. Yeah. I might be able to pull it off. What to build in the cap? Might be able to, well, that's probably not worth. There's nothing else I can get that gives me era score, right? This is a good spot for Government Plaza. I don't want to spend the money, though. Or it's an okay spot for it. Doesn't do anything. I think I'll do that. I don't have enough time for terracotta. Yeah, I'm 10 shy though. If I could just get a Beatty down, we could maybe pull it off. Yeah, it's close. Can buy this monument to maybe speed this up. Does it speed it up enough? So theology is 96. If I go to 30, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. All right, then I'll save the money. I don't know. It's going to be pretty close.
Vessel is large.
Yeah, I have to kill him. I basically have to kill him. Which I think I can do next turn. So I think we actually find it. Which is kind of surprising. Because we need 5. It's 2 turns. Buy a galley and kill him. I don't even need to buy the galley. Because we bought the Admiral, and the Admiral can create a unit for us. The Admiral counted as... it did not count as my first boat, or did it? Yeah, you own your first seafaring unit. It did. It did. It did. But so we got 5 for that, right? Because we got 2 for this, and then 3 for the recruitment. And then we just get another 5 for killing him next turn. Now, if I cared about grievances, I should actually take this peace deal and let him flip to me with his last city. But I need the era score. I should have killed that with some cavalry, and we could have maybe stolen the other one. I did that poorly. I could have maybe stolen his Mande Kalu. But most of my units were pretty damaged. So that was a bit of a derp. We maybe could have stolen a unit there. It's not a guarantee, but we could have at least had a shot at it. All right. That gets me a golden. Now, unfortunately, we spent all of our faith on what we just did there, and we do have muskets to go up against here. But reviving, getting our army to our next level here, and just getting coursers and knights and things should be pretty good. We can tech up to muskets after that and kind of see where we're at. So we'll put a cut in the video for now. Was a pretty long one, but hey, we got a lot done. Our economy isn't that much better, but I'm just not too worried about it, despite the fact that we're going to go up against Renaissance era units here. Should be a fun war regardless. Thank you so much, YouTubers. I do appreciate you watching, and don't forget to stop by twitch.tv/thegamemechanic and come join us live in person on the internet. See you then.